First opened in 2017. There's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Just about time to lock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Atlanta. A good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across. Across the 30, pretty nice work on the return. At their own 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready?
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy this caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go play action here with Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 2. Looking to throw, Penix. Looking for London on the out route complete. And he's out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards there and a 1st down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team is capable of.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down. A nice game there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering it. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts with an amazing diving catch. And the Falcons will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive, maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now Jackson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Jalen Walker. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop, and now if they can get in the end zone here again, CD, they can grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
They'll throw with Penix. This ball down the field for Pitts. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He'll try to pick it up himself. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, 61 yards. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ballgame for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They stack momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 65 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 out the gate early.
What? 88 out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
Okay, ready?
Here's Penix. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
Now Penix going to hold on to it. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. On the bootleg, it's Penix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Not after the 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Robinson up the middle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
10 at the 40-yard line.
To the air, Penix. Now he's going to step up and run. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards to pick up, first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 30 seconds to go in the first half. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Now Penix. That is caught inside the 5. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
And looking to throw, Penix. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Gonzalez to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Falcons 21, Ravens 7. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Jackson going to keep it. The ball comes out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. He'll look to throw. Jackson going to keep it. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not what you expected when the play began.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 3rd down and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now a timeout signal for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
A gain of 12.
Now it's Jackson.
First down, Baltimore.
That is caught with Sean Bateman. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Ravens 14. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. They definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. They'll throw now on the final play. Now Penix going to hold on to it. That one deep for London. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Bradley Pinion set to
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together, come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw is Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 35 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
They're on the 37-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving. No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
There goes a gain of 4. And it'll be third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 24 yards.
They brought in a heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
21-21. Wow. Emma, watch this.
From his corner position.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Here we go, set, go.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Now Pennett's going to hold on to it. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Algier will try to pick it up. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw left side is London. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And they'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Now a timeout called for by the offense.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Algier now up the middle. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Okay, ready?
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw here. Touchdown! Tyler Algier. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Falcons answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back to the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Throw right side here taken in by Bateman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Understand he's just down one possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
Throwing is Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry, 37 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. And this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
A lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and set him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Howell's here going straight ahead. They'll get this down to the 38.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They'll go play action here with Penix. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
That would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
Looking to throw, Penix. And this pass broken up. And the contact well in time there. And now fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They are going for it. Penix. He'll try to do it himself. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied fourth quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
And it didn't work out, and again, tie game fourth quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting.
He's had a very nice day throwing the football, and I think on this play, he's just trying to buy some time so he can make another big throw downfield. Unfortunately, couldn't connect on that one.
Jackson going to keep it. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call the timeout here defensively. They'll come up now. This is second and long. Here's Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. Sends it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
And that's the big fella symbol right there.
Hey, bro, I respect your game, bro. I respect it. That's the only thing I can say, man. This was not no easy match. I'm not saying I'm about to win, but I said I'll wait till like the last minute to talk type stuff. But I respect it.
Second down, goal to go. Now Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Isaiah Likely. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's first and 10. He's back to throw. Now Penix going to hold on to it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Back to throw. Now Penix going to hold on to it. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Madden Starks. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, when he feels the pressure, naturally he likes going to his left, as most left-handed quarterbacks do. But this time he tries to let this go on the run, and it's going to wind up getting intercepted.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. Well, somebody lit a fire under that.
Bad for the people that were seeing this or gonna watch this. Listen, I had to do that. I respect the game, man. The fact I won it like that, he used up all his timeouts. I don't respect that, but hey, I'm quarterback nil this. I'm not about to throw no pick six. People watch this to see me win. Let's go.
Still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better.